iDubbbz and Anisa have basically lied about Creator Clash, and I feel like everybody knew this, but more information about this just keeps getting released. A person called Wade, who is a former Creator Clash commentator, said that he worked for free because he thought that Creator Clash was a charity event. Somebody called Donut Operator talked about why he stopped being friends with iDubbbz, and then iDubbbz and Anisa just had to tweet about it, man. I'm convinced iDubbbz and Anisa are so deep into Twitter that their Twitter fingers are top tier, more than like the gimmick accounts that you see all the time just posting anything for views. Lots to talk about, so if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We're trying to hit 5k, and I think it's very possible if every single one of you that watches this video likes and subs for the algo type stuff, we can reach that goal closer. We so can, for real. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it.
So like he went to a range day with me one time. Like we used to talk a lot about content creation and stuff. And COVID rolls around, I get bored at home, so I make an OnlyFans where I'm showing my meat.
Really?
And, well, basically, I'm taking a steak and I'm rating a steak. and
like, see, that's the reaction that you're supposed to have.
Genius.
I thought it was funny. So I'd be wearing like just an apron. Of course, I'm wearing like boxers underneath. And I'd reach down and be like, "This is my OnlyFans," and this is an A5 Wagyu from down the street. And I would talk about it. And I sent it to Ian, and he got mad and called me and like said I was making fun of Anisa, and like I wasn't. I just thought it was a funny bit because I was sitting at home during COVID. And
you'll never understand what it's like to be an ally.
Yeah, it was he like said stuff like that, and yeah, just like haven't talked to him since. That was like 5 years ago.
Over that?
Yeah, and I've like texted him and tried to reconnect with him. He just won't talk to me anymore.
That actually has to be top 5 most pettiest things of all time. So you mean to tell me iDubbbz gets mad at this person because they made a parody account where they showed A5 Wagyu steak and he got mad over that? He's just fucking petty, dude. I can't. It's a fucking joke, iDubbbz. This man actually cannot take a joke for the life of him. All he did was make a parody account, guys, and iDubbbz was super angry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was so cringe, dude. I actually cringed myself. I'm sorry. iDubbbz has to be the weakest man boy ever. He honestly deserves all of this mockery and so much more. I mean, they're not wrong. Why is he acting big over a parody account, dude? It was just a joke. How do you come to the conclusion that he was making fun of Anisa? It's still crazy to me that iDubbbz let Anisa make an OnlyFans, bro. That's fucking insanity, dude. Of course, iDubbbz had to say something on Twitter, conveniently leaving out the fact that your girlfriend at the time was pursuing OnlyFans, but you were too pussy to deal with the criticism, so you made a parody account. No, I don't want to be friends with a coward. That doesn't make any sense, hello? Sent from my cuck chair. You know what, guys? Pussy really do be changing people, man. Like, look at the effect it had on iDubbbz. I don't understand how making a parody account deflects criticism from, like, his own girlfriend's, like, real one. I don't know what iDubbbz's argument is here. Speaking of Anisa, she actually joined in on this, and then when I was trying to find this tweet, she actually took the shit down. But luckily, Yeet on Twitter managed to save us this screenshot. Shout out Yeet, bruh. Anisa joins her husband in calling out Donut Operator after he exposed the reason iDubbbz stopped talking to him. I don't know if I'm allowed to read this on YouTube, but you can see the screenshot here. You can pause and read it yourself. What does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? I'm trying to put the fucking numbers together, and it only means one thing. Somewhere in a fucking past tense or whatever, Anisa tried pegging iDubbbz. I'm convinced. Moving on from that shithole, I'm gonna be honest. Wade made a video talking about his experience with Creator Clash and whatever, and he has a theory going around that iDubbbz and Anisa are just not transparent at all when it came to if they were going to make any money from this. Now listen, it's a business. If your whole point of this was to make money and also donate for charity, I think that's fine. Like, it's a business. I'm not going to like say, oh, you guys shouldn't make a profit because it's a charity event or whatever. No, I'm not going to do that. I wish that they were transparent about it, though. That's what I'm trying to get at. If you were transparent with the fact that, like, okay, when you buy these tickets, me and everybody else is profiting off of this. If you go to the charity website link, you can give your money to charity there. If they literally just said that, then people probably wouldn't care that much. It's the lack of transparency that gets people talking about this event. Because if you don't know, on their website, iDubbbz and Anisa were originally going to take 34% of the profit before they stepped down. Now, I was fucking pissed at this shit because their whole narrative was the fact that, oh, they're doing this for charity, guys. When in reality, I'm probably convinced that they took a profit for Creator Clash 1 and Creator Clash 2. And they were going to do the same thing again here in 3, but then they had the whole beef with Ethan Klein, so they dropped that shit. And then once people found out they were going to take a profit, it's like, what the fuck? This is not a charity event, dude. This is just a fucking boxing event. And charity is just a second element to it. Now, like I said, if this was the original idea, I wish they were more transparent with it. Just be honest, bro. What the fuck?
Well, it's a charity event. Stop telling people that because it's not what it is. That was the whole issue with the lack of communication behind number 1 and 2. That it's a charity event, charity event, charity event. It's not a charity event. It's a boxing event that you are perpendicularly associating with a separate charity that has nothing to do with people buying the boxing event. I was a part of the event and didn't know any of this. I didn't know where money is going outside of the fact that I was offered and said, no, I'm all good on that. I want to be there to support, and because they gave me an opportunity, which I'll always be grateful for, but this side of stuff is very weird.
This is how the public sees Creator Clash. They believe that it was a charity event for a good cause. I believe it was for cancer, if I'm not mistaken. And for the people that are unemployed and chronically online like myself, we saw that as not a charity event. We saw this as a way for iDubbbz and Anisa to just basically have influencer parties. Those two taking 34% originally just looks so much sketchier with more information dropping about this event. Like I said, this event should have just straight up been canceled. I don't know why they're trying to save this so badly. They left it in a horrible state and basically just let anybody else take care of it because they couldn't do a good enough job for it. So what have we concluded, guys? That iDubbbz and Anisa are fucking liars, dude. But with that being said, if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And I'm out. Peace.